Well, hello everybody, good evening. Welcome to the second of the virtual regattas, of the Thursday evening series. I think we're going to start off with lasers, and I think the race is already open. So again, the plan is, as usual, to spectate in a couple, watch a couple. So let's just jump straight over and see who's there racing. We've got 4 takers at the moment. Let's move this around so I can see if anybody's actually watching. It's unlikely. Oh yeah, it's a big fat 0 at the moment. So I am just talking to myself. Oh well, I'm used to it. So let's Bill ask if there are any more takers. It's only 4. It's Mike, our race officer, which this evening I believe is Bill, Debbie, and our laser sailor. So let's see what's what. We're already in sequence, so no messing around tonight. 1 minute to go. Oh look, real port bias on that line, but a pretty even wind. Well, mind you, it doesn't look like that. If you look at this, it's quite at port end, port bias. Port tack off the line is the way to go. Let's see who works that out. It's already somebody getting penalties. Still plenty of time to burn that off. Who are we sitting with? It's Debbie. She's down the middle of the line, so it looks like she might have picked up the port bias. Bill's lurking over there as well. I have a port tack. Let's see how he does from there. He's too far away from the line though. So let's jump back on board with Debbie. She's a bit slow to the line as well. And we have 2 false starts by the look at. I think Mike's going to have to go back, I think. Oh no, he's good. Only 4 takers. That's a little bit disappointing, but we can still have some fun, I think. Who's bringing up the rear? That's Bill bringing up the rear. Just about to cross the line. He's going to have a lot of work to do this evening to catch up on this one. Debbie out in front. Just about to hook into that darker water, more breeze. She should profit from that. Hopefully she stays on this tack for a little while. Again, it's a straight windward leeward course. Up to the windward mark, around the spreader mark, down through the leeward gate, up to the windward mark again, and then to the finish line. Nice and simple, just what I like. So Debbie's going to pick up this ley line any minute. Let's see if she tacks over. Looks like her competition has got it. She does, marvellous. Let's have a look where she lies. She's still got a little bit of an advantage. Is there anybody watching? 1 current views, and that's probably my wife. Good evening to my wife. So Debbie and Mike, even Stevens at the moment. How far are they away? Not too far. So Mike just put in the lead. Let's see, he's going to have the advantage, I think, a little bit. Let's jump on board with Mike. So he's hitting that ley line now. So if that keeps changing on him, they might struggle to lay that line. Port starboard. Debbie tacks over. Probably should have gone behind him there. She's going to struggle now. Oh, Debbie, tack, 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 tack. Yep. Oh, Debbie's going to get it now. Tack back, tack back. Yeah, well done, Debbie. Where were the other two? Too far away. So round the windward mark, cross to the spreader mark, then the exciting bit. Downwind. Won't be much fun with only 4 boats. We'll go see anyway. Bear away. Debbie goes round with a nice lead. Is there any advantage one side of the course to the other? Doesn't really look like it. Oh, that was a bit last minute, that tack over. I don't know whether there was room and opportunity there. But I don't think this thing knows anything about room and opportunity. Is that the right phrase? Yeah. So Mike gets the lead back. It does look like that left-hand mark as we're looking at it. It's a little further upwind. Let's see if that gives Debbie an advantage as they round pretty much together. Mike, oh, Debbie hit the mark. Mike had a fairly poor rounding. Debbie has the advantage. Let's see. Is she out of that penalty? Yep. So another cross coming up. Debbie with the right of way, I believe. Yep, we're looking at Debbie. Is Mike going to get across? No! Advantage, Debbie. Another cross. Yep. Nice duck, Mike. Oh, that wasn't Mike ducking, was it? That was our laser sailor. Oh, they're all sailing lasers, but you know, I think he sails a laser in real life. In the real world. This is going to be fairly even at this top mark. Not much distance between them. Let's see what Mike does. You see that ley line? Again, as I think I mentioned last week, we can see these ley lines as they come far away from the mark. Some of the competitors can. It depends whether they've got that option turned on, whether they've paid for that or not. Not sure why Mike tacked away there. That cost him a lot of time. Going to be Debbie first. No! Debbie wasn't going to lay the mark, so she tacked across. So she has a penalty, giving Mike a little bit of a chance to catch up. And our laser sailor makes the most of it. He's got quite a nice lead. Can he hold that down to the line now? They're all running to the finish. Jump on board with Debbie. Oh no. Clear port starboard there. Yep. So it does look like our laser sailor. It's going to run away with it. Mike over here. This is Debbie. So, is Debbie getting close enough to get to Mike? Maybe, maybe not. So they're all coming to the same sort of line. Debbie needs to stay above Mike, put the wind shadow on him. Might get past him if he does that. Stay behind him, Debbie. That's it. Put your wind shadow on him. Oh, don't know why he came away like that. It's going to be tight though. Better angle for Debbie, maybe. So our laser gets it. Debbie second. Mike third. And Seafarers, our OOD, as a little way back. So let's just go out and have a look at the stats on that one. Yep, so our laser sailor, Debbie, Mike, and we're still waiting for Seafarers to finish. Yep, so our laser really made up on that second leg. Is that the fourth leg? So he really made up at that Wilbur mark second time around. But a fun race. Only 4 people, that's a little bit disappointing. Hopefully there'll be a few more join the next one, and I'll probably race in the next one, so that'll add one more to it. I can embarrass myself as usual. So let's just jump out to my screen. Does anybody like my new backdrop? It's very patriotic, don't you think? There's only one thing wrong with that image, and it's the red text. We won't go into that. So let's see what's going to happen in the next race. Looks like Nathan might be joining us. That'll be good. That'll be one more. And so, as usual, to join the race we need a code. I'm not going to show you that, but I will click across to there and just wait for our race officer to tell us when it's open. I'm assuming it's going to be lasers again. I'm not 100% sure. Can't say I'm a fan of the laser, full stop, virtually or in the real world, but then I am too large, too fat for a laser. Am I allowed to say that? Too fat for a laser. I'm too fat for a supernova as well, to be honest with you, but there you go. So hopefully Nathan will be there. Is there anybody watching? Let's have a quick look. 2! Wow. Welcome, all 2 of you. Of course, if any of your friends want to watch this will stay up on my channel, and I'm sure Mike will post a link to it afterwards. Race 2 delayed as 2 people logged on to OOD account. Oh dear, what's going on there? It's not me, okay? Race 2 start at 1900, so Bill's in there. He's on top of it. That's great. So what's time now then? Now then. 56, I wonder if it's open. Let's try. Not yet. No, still waiting for Bill. I've got a few minutes yet. He says it's starting at 7. Got a few minutes yet. This is the boring part. We do have to wait around. Actually, I should see when it's open because it will pop up on the video screen. Or have I missed it? Let's check. Nope, it's not there yet. So perhaps we can just jump back to the virtual regatta screen so we can just oh, let's see, that's My phone going. Are we open yet? Open all hours? Not yet. As I say, let's jump back to the main screen. And you can see this is where if you are going to join a custom race, you click on there and you'd enter in the code. And that's the code that's set up by the race officer. We at the club have just one code that we use all the time, so there's no guesswork involved. But like I say, I'm not going to show that to you, just in case anybody we don't know wants to come and race. So it should be open now, so let's just jump off of that screen. Yep, there we go. Okay, so we can go back to the main screen. Okay, Mike was asking last week how you select. Well, you know what we're talking about, some people can say ley lines and some people can't. Well, if you have enough coins, the green little things up here, you can use these helps, as they're calling them, your race helps. Time to the start, ley lines, so you see the ley lines all the way down the course. Best VMG, that's the one I always use because I'm too lazy to trim the sails all the time. The wind shadows and wind intelligence. So as you can see, I've got 14 of these. I select that, I've only got 14, and let's go and join the race. Let's try and join the race. Why won't that let me? What's going on? Oh, we've stuck. Perhaps I'm too late. Let's come off that screen again. Let's put up with my ugly face for a minute. Perhaps I've missed that then. That's a shame. It didn't hang around very long. It didn't wait for me. So bear with me. There we go. Let's go and watch that one. They're racing. They didn't wait for me. Oh well. So they've already started. Let's join Nathan. Debbie, because she's out in front again. See, I spent too long chattering, not paying attention. Oh well, more takers this time. 6 of us. So Nathan and Tim have joined us. Marvellous. Debbie's still out front. Let's see where she's looking at everybody else. Again. Debbie needs to tack over, really. She needs to get on that favoured tack. You can see the wind is pretty much favouring the port tack at the moment. Everybody else has picked up on that. Debbie still has a little bit of a lead. Yeah, there she goes. Let's join the rest of the fleet. It's Nathan looking across at Debbie. Oh, Nathan's tacked. Not sure why. Debbie's holding on to that lead. So there will be a cross coming up between Nathan and Debbie if they stay on the same tacks. So we'll just stay with them. Nathan has right of way. Debbie ducks, well done. Nathan tacks on top. Probably the smart move this close to the ley line. So Nathan with a slender advantage. So you're not too far off the ley line now, as everybody else. A laser sailor, race officer. Mike. That must be Tim over there. There he is. So this is going to be interesting. Will Nathan hold him out, or will he tap on the ley line? He's holding him out there. No, he's gone now. So these two out in front with a reasonable lead. Windward mark. Spreader mark and the barrelway coming up. So with these two close together, should be quite a fun run. Nathan jibes over straight away. Does he see something? Debbie should follow him really. Yep. Go back up towards him. How's everybody else getting on? So it's Tim just coming around the spreader mark now. Yep, and they're all jibing straight over. Back with our leader. Debbie's closing him down. Oh, bit of argy-bargy. Debbie tacks on him. Jibes on him, sorry. Bit spancy on him. So I think Debbie's going to come out of that with a little bit of an advantage. Yep, there she is. Nathan's gone off on the opposite tack. Looks like there might be a little more breeze on this side. The side Debbie's on. These two are going to come back together again for a nice close cross, hopefully. Showing Nathan with a slight advantage, but I put Debbie in the driving seat at the moment. He's in a little more breeze. We should get enough of an advantage to cross though. Let's go and join Nathan and see what's what. Yeah, it looks like Debbie should be clear across. Yep, nice. Debbie's on the ley line. She tacks on the ley line. Nice. I must stop saying nice. It would be nice if I'd stop saying nice. Oh, pinched around the mark. So Debbie takes a reasonable lead into the last run. Followed by Nathan. And our laser sailor, then Tim, Mike, and our race officer. So let's see how well Nathan's gonna. Is he close enough to make up any ground? Maybe, maybe not. One of the advantages we had that this lighter patch on the water indicates our wind shadow, or the wind shadow of the boat we're looking at. You can see it casts from every sail. So if Nathan can start to put a wind shadow on Debbie, he might catch her up. If he's got enough room, enough length left in the leg to actually take that advantage. Don't know, it doesn't look like he's going to get close enough. So this is Debbie's to lose. Let's have a look at it from the back. There's Mike. I think this is all pretty much done and dusted now. Fairly big gaps all the way across. Yep. Nobody's going to be making much of an inroads into anybody now, so let's jump back on board with Debbie to see her finish. Yep, Debbie first, followed by Nathan. A laser sailor. I must get his permission to use his proper name one day. And Tim. And Mike coming up. And our race officer just shepherding us. Oh, I forget that. Our race officer taking up the rear. So let's go and have a look at the stats on that one. Debbie, Nathan, Laser Sailor, Tim, Mike and Seafarers. So a bit of a contest all the way through that one between Debbie and Nathan. Debbie just eking out enough to be safe on that last run. Pretty consistent there from our Laser Sailor. Mike and Tim being fairly close all the way through the race. Okay, let's come out of that one. Hopefully we won't miss the start of the next one and we can go race. So again, just have to wait around a little while, excuse me, until our race officer tells us, excuse me, that the next race is open. Again, as I think I've mentioned, we talk to each other with WhatsApp. So our race officer tells us when the races are open. We can, share the odd comment about the race. And it looks like our Commodore may be joining us for the next one, so that will be a few more. Which should be good. Saying 1:15 for the next start. So we've got 5 minutes for that one. Don't want to miss this one. So I'll go and get myself set up to enter this one, just so I don't miss it. If I'm right, I think this one will be 49, so a bit more exciting. Well, a bit more exciting, a bit faster. Nope, not open yet. So I just have to wait for Bill to tell us when it's open. Is anybody watching? Oh, 3. Oh no, that's playback. Still only 2 viewers. Oh, I'm enjoying myself, even if nobody else is. Yeah. Nathan's telling me who the Laser Sailor is, but I don't like to, out him in public. Because all those 2 people that might be watching. Okay, let's just double check, make sure that race isn't open. Not yet. Nope, not yet. He did say 1:15, didn't he? And it's only just 12 minutes past. Patience. Yep, so hopefully there'll be more than 6 for this one. I'm going to join in, so that'll be 7, and if Commodore is there we go, that should be open. Let's jump in, make sure we don't miss this one. Yes, we're in. Yep, here we are. So again, I'm easy to spot. Well, you'll be following me around all the way, but I've got that fairly distinctive bull on my sail. Let's go have a play so we can see what's what. And again, 7 hours this time. Marvellous. Who's missing from the last one then? So let's just get up to the line, see what's what. Oh, I reckon that'll be Bill hanging around at the port end of the line. So 10 seconds and we'll be in the sequence. And then we'll be able to see if there's any bias on the line. Oh no, looks like a pretty even line. Doesn't look like there's any advantage wind-wise one end or the other. So let's go fight for the committee boat. Maybe a little bit of a port bias, but nothing to write home about. Okay, let's just tack around and we'll just sit here, kill some time. Actually, we're probably a little bit low. It's too late to do anything about that now. So we just have to concentrate on making a good start, getting to the line in reasonable time. So let's move up. It does actually look like that wind is shifting quite badly, so we're probably better off on the other tack. And let's go. A bit of a slow start again, but at least I think we're on the making tack. Nobody too close behind us. Yep, everybody's realised that. Everybody's tacked over onto port by the looks of it, and we're still getting lifted even further. But it is showing everybody in front of us. Perhaps there's a little bit more breeze over there. It does look a bit darker on the left. And we're not making much ground on them. And that's a little bit disappointing. Okay, let's tack over and go back and engage, see what's what. Yeah, so if that breeze stays in down the left hand side as we're looking at it, that's the side to go down on. But we've got some meters to pick up here first. So pretty much everybody's over on the other tack. Is there an advantage to that? I'm not sure. Don't want to go too far. Let's tack over and have a look. Yeah, I think we're alright. Let's hope nobody gets in our way. We're on port, we have no rights, so we're going to have to duck here, or are we safe? Let's duck just to make sure. Yeah, that was a wise move. So I say we track out until we're reasonably close to that ley line, and then just tack over it so that we're not actually on the ley line. Don't want to get too close to that ley line. In fact, let's try it now. Yeah, maybe we'll get a little bit of a lift here, that would help. So who is that out in front? It's our laser sailor again. Is this the boat coming across on us? Yeah, it must be, mustn't it? Okay, so we can see the mark now. We're definitely going to have to do 2 tacks. We're going to come around it. That's a bit disappointing. Tack over. That was a bit slow. That was a bit costly. Let's bear away. Let's get moving. And again, I think there might be a little more wind down that left-hand side, so we'll just do a bear away set. Yep, let's truck down here to see what's what. And again, looking down the course, it does, as we're looking at it, looks like the left-hand side is a little more upwind, so we'll try and aim for that mark. I think we do need to jibe over. Yep, good move. We've lost some ground there doing that, so that was probably a bit late. So we just have to hang out here for a while, I think. Is anybody behind us? No, nobody's going to give us any hassle. Yeah, it's definitely the left-hand mark, isn't it? Let's see if we can cause a little pain. Yeah, so it's the left hand as we look, but it is that right hand mark as we're looking at it on the screen, isn't it? It's the one we want to head for. So that's 2 jibes. I think it's worth doing. Let's do one of them now. Pick that ley line. Hopefully those 2 will mess themselves up. And we can do a nice rounding. We might have a little bit of an advantage here. No gain there. It's probably sitting here, so I say we tap away. So a little bit of a gain for us. We might have picked that shift a little bit earlier than everybody else, but now everybody's on it. And we are being knocked, I think. I'm going to tack back. Yep, so a little bit of a gain there again. So let's stick with this for a little while. And it does look like we're getting lifted, doesn't it? It does look like this is the making tack. So let's stick with it. See how much we can squeeze out of it. So we're going to have to go back, I think. Let's do that now. So I'm assuming that's Nathan. He's on the same tack, but he is going to have an advantage, isn't he? Hopefully we're going to be able to cross whoever this is coming up on starboard. Yep, an easy cross. Nathan is going to be our problem. I don't think we're going to have enough on him. So duck or tack. We're going to cross him, so let's stick with that and tack now. Hopefully we're laying it. It's going to be a squeeze. But he's going to have to double tack to get there. Or maybe not, because it's lifting him all the time. Yeah, he's tacking, so I think that's good. That's an advantage to us. Bear away a little bit, head towards the spreader mark. Definitely a little bit of puff down that right hand side of the course. You can see the darker patch. Tight up. Just bear away, go and try and pick up that gust, see if we can get into that. It's getting further away all the time, that's painful. Probably not really on the making jibe here, are we? Let's taxi if we can hook into it going this way. It's definitely the better jibe, but that wind's getting away from us all the time. Still 60 metres on Nathan. I don't think we should be alright. Barring a big shift. Let's see how it plays out. Not going to do anything about it at the moment. Nobody's taking our wind. So let's just stick with this. It looks like there's not much in that line, is there? No, I think we'll just stick with this making attack. I'm assuming that's Nathan's just jibed over. Don't see any advantage in following him. He might help get to a bit more breeze. Well, I think we're far enough in front not to worry about too much. But I tell you what. No, we're safe. As soon as we can lay that mark on the other jibe, we'll go for it. Too early, but I think we're safe. Yep, we jibe back. Yep, that's because it's definitely the making side. Yep, not a good start. Picked our way up that second beat to pick up a little bit of advantage. So, not too unhappy with that. So me, if it hadn't worked out, my pseudonym is Bullet. I don't know. Not much imagination in that. Looks like Debbie was next. Let's go look at the steps. Yep, so there's me, Debbie, Nathan, our laser sailor, who will remain anonymous. Blue Sky, do we know who he is? Yes, we do know who he is. He's the gentleman we have to salute. So Debbie had the best start. She's having some very good starts. Me with the shortest distance. That's probably just on that second beat. Picked that shift a little bit quicker than everybody else, maybe. That's what got us there. Yep, so mediocre start. Yeah, that second beat was the one that got us there. And then just managed to get enough out in front. So let's see what's going on the chat. Oh, wrong one. Where did the wind go in the middle of that? My tack stalled. Yeah. It's those fully battened mains. So let's come back out to the main screen. And what do we want to do in the last one? Race or spectate? Decisions, decisions. Still only 2 viewers, so that's probably me and the wife. So anybody can add a comment if they want to in the live chat over on the YouTube channel. I might read it, I might not. But then as there's only 2 of you, it takes some doing. Okay, so I think there are only 4 races this evening, so the next one will be the last. So Bill's saying it an 8:30 start. So let's spectate in the last one just for the fun of it. So if anybody doesn't want to actually race, they just want to come and actually see the spectating, let's switch back over to my main screen. And if you just want to spectate in a race, you need this video camera symbol up in the top right hand corner. And then you should see the name of the race, and it usually has SSC pop up in here, and then you just click on that and you can go and spectate the race. And that way, one big advantage, you don't have to listen to me, and you can pick who you want to follow. And it's a really good introduction to actually getting in and navigating around in virtual regatta. It's quite easy to do. And you can see as people create these races, the names pick up here. So we're just waiting for one with SSC. So pop up there. Race 4 open. There we go. Just popped up. Let's jump in. And I think it does give us the option if we want to join it there, but we'll spectate in this one. Yep, so it looks like we're going to have the usual 7. Let's have a quick look at the course. It does look like there's a lot more wind on the right there, doesn't it? But you can see the difference between when we're actually racing. When we're actually racing, we don't have the advantage of these windsocks. We don't have the advantage of the ley lines as long as they are. We only have very short ley lines. And of course, when we're spectating, we can see all the wind shadows, all the ley lines. The windsocks, oh, look at that big shift there. It's going to be a puffy race by the looks of it. So you definitely want to be going off on a port tack as it stands now. We're all having around the committee boat. Let's see if there's an advantage to the line. And we'll see that at 1 minute. Well, no, looks like a reasonably even line. So again, everybody should be jostling for the committee boat of the end. The committee boat end of the line. I must learn English. So who's going to be sitting out here? Ooh, somebody's already very close to the committee boat. It's our laser sailor. He's looking for a good start. Probably a bit early to be sitting there. He's drifting down. Nice big gap for somebody to jump into between him and the committee boat. Again, still looks like it's an advantage on the port side to be on the port tack. Coming down to 10 seconds. 10 seconds now. All right, everybody's up to the line. That's good to see. Nobody's squeezing into this gap. 5 seconds. Who's going to get a good start? Oh, somebody is. And the even start. That was a bit tricky just there. Who was that? That was Mike. Mike and our Commodore. Mike and our OD. Yeah, definitely the port tack is the one to be on at the moment. Everybody needs to jump out. Well done. And let's join our leader. Yep, still a few guys hanging out on that starboard tack. They're coming over now. Again, just sailing into a bit more breeze. Yeah, big shift there. Look, that ley line cutting across the boat line. That just shows the wind shifting because we can see those ley lines. Oh, he's probably gonna. Who are we with? We're with me, are we? No, we're with our laser sailor. Let's jump on board with the leader, see how he's doing. Yeah, again, he's coming up to that ley line, but that ley line was coming towards him, so he's probably on the right tack at the moment. I wouldn't stay there too long though. So is everybody else in relation to him? Yeah, he's got room enough to tack across, and he does. Well done. Yeah, from there he's probably going to go straight to that ley line, and it looks like he should have a nice advantage coming in with Mark. Oh, who's bumping into who? That laser sailor bumping into somebody. It's on the ley line, a little bit beyond it. No worries there. Probably a good decision to go a little bit long beyond it because that spreader mark is quite high. Let's see who's round next. Tim's round next. It's Tim. Okay, they're away. Ooh, taking his time there to get going. Did he hit the mark? Then he did hit the mark. Oh, that's what slowed him down. Okay, so the other jibe is the making jibe, but it's not going to take you towards the mark, so stick with this for a little while. Yeah. It doesn't look like there's any advantage to be had on the breeze anyway. Oh, no, I'm wrong. They are sailing into a little breeze. The water's getting darker. Let's have a look at everybody else. Where are they? Have a look at Debbie. Debbie's got some work to do. Looks like she's going to stretch out to one side. And she's not in the breeze there, so she's not going to make any ground over there. She jibes over in the right place. That's good. Let's get back and join our leader. Oh, look at that. That came to him very nicely. So he's going to have an advantage at the third gate. And he missed the mark. So he's going to have some work to do. So I think he's just throwing away his lead. Our laser sound runs next. So Mike. Yeah, we'll just stick with blue sky for the moment. Yep, and he makes it round the mark last. Bit of a disaster, that one. Still a lap to go. Gives Tim the lead. Like Mike is just going to squeeze across in front of him. Looks like Tim's doing the right thing though. He's going towards that breeze. So there's not much in it, one tack or the other. Yep. So hopefully he's going to pick up that breeze. It might bring the advantage back to him. But then I think Mike got tacked over on the top of him. Yeah, so Mike's in the same breeze. Yep. Right thing to do there. Don't want to get too close to any ley lines. And Mike does the right thing as well. Tacks on top of him. Always stay between your opponent and the mark when it's close racing. Will Tim be able to tack over and put starboard on him though? Let's see. Mike's clear ahead. That's nice. So Mike rounds first, Tim, then Nathan. How far back is Nathan? Should be between these two for the win this time. Wind is in the middle of the course. Yep, jibe back and catch that. Mike does the right thing as well. That's Nathan with the black kite. Any good reason to jibe there? Not really. No, if you're trying to catch somebody up, you need to put yourself above them. Any hope of throwing the wind shadow on them? Stay in the same breeze as them. It looks like Mike's going to get this one. Just before that ley line, but as I said, we can see those ley line. Mike probably can't. Yep, so Mike's going to take this win. Followed by Tim. Good race, Tim. And Nathan, by the looks of it, can't see there being anybody catch Nathan. Looks like he's well clear. Nathan, our laser sailor. Looks like there might be a bit of a kerfuffle between these two. Ooh, 3. This will be interesting. Oh, no, that wasn't there. And Debbie did really well to sneak that one. So Mike takes the win, Tim second, Nathan third, Laser Sailor fourth, Debbie sneaking that fifth there. Blue Sky picks up 1 point after that rather disastrous mark landing, and IOD last. And let's have a look at my favourite picture there. Look at that. Mediocre start for Blue Sky. Picked that shift on the first leg. Held the lead. Disastrous round marking. Picked back up again. Mike B was the guy who mediocre start. Picked it quite nicely in the middle there. All good. So I think that wraps up the racing for this evening. As I say, if anybody wants to join in, just contact me or Mike. Details are all up on the webpage. It is good fun. So come and join us. And if you're listening to my voice when you race, you don't have to do that. Good night, everybody.